In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as a guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the Fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now! Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. Hello, Link! Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up! I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you! The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. What's up, my meatballs? It's Aaronitmar. Welcome to my next Let's Play, which is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. After that nice dramatic cutscene, we're going to go ahead and exit out into Kokiri Forest. Oh yes, this is absolutely one of my favorite games, and I know it's a favorite of a lot of you out there, so I figured I'd love to LP it. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Hey there, girl, I don't know. Instead of climbing down ladders, I'd backflip, because I'm a badass like that. Let's see what you say. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link! Wow, that's great news! I'm so happy for you! Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going! Go see the Great Deku Tree! So, as we can see by our map, there's a gigantic, like, chamber, I guess you could say, with a huge looking, like, tumor thing. So, I can only guess that that is the Great Deku Tree himself, so why don't we go ahead and head over there. Excuse me, sir. Hey, excuse me, sir. I need to get by. Sir, excuse me. Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Sir, excuse me, what do you want, Navi? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. I'm trying to get over there, but this freaking guy won't let me by. Alright, what do you want? Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. Well, isn't that ironic? What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mito? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh! Why don't you have your sword and shield then, buddy? You're so anxious to help the Deku Tree, why don't you have it? Look at that face. Alright, so this guy won't let us by without a sword and a shield, so why don't we go over here to the shop and see if they have a sword or a shield for us. Oh wait! Hi Link, look this way! Look over here with Z, and talk to me with A. If you're playing the Virtual Console version, you can be pressing L with a GameCube controller, and that will work just as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit speak. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z or L to look in that direction. If you use Z or L targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing right now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. So yes, when we have a target, Navi will turn blue, or she'll turn different colors and fly over, and a little cursor will appear above our target. And we can press L, and that will be what we target. If there is no target near, we'll simply just face forward, and this will come in handy for different battle maneuvers and other kind of maneuvers that will become important later, but for right now, it's just basics. So, welcome to Kokiri's shop. Let's see what you say. This shop. It sells things you can get in the forest for free. Teehee! Do you know how to use the Deku Shield? Teehee! I'll explain that. Don't do my job for me. So yes, the only thing worth purchasing right now is the Deku Shield, which is 40 freaking rupees, and we have 0. But every other item here, you know, the Deku Nuts, the Deku Stick, we move over here, eventually we'll get arrows, heart, and Deku Seeds. All of this can be found for free through enemies and through bushes of grass. But we're gonna need a way to cut those bushes of grass, so we're gonna have to go and find ourselves a sword. So let's go ahead and hit speak. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. What the heck? Am I like the outcast of this entire forest? Because everyone's like surprised that I have a fairy now. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go to learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on that hill just above here, so let me head over there to the Forest Training Center. Alright, hop over this. I don't need roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Hey, let's work on some moves. To jump sideways while Z targeting, press A as you move right or left. To do a backflip while Z targeting, press A as you move backwards. To do a roll attack while Z targeting, press A as you move forward. While you roll, you can avoid damage. Alright, so we can practice with these stones here. Sidestep, roll, and backflip. It's very simple. If you do it on these, you can get, if you do backflip, you can get a rupee each, I believe. Yes. That's it, though. It's not a, it's not worth, like, lots of money, but you can get it. Hole of Z. Go to the small hole. So I'm telling us about action icons. Action icons is that blue icon at the top. Whenever that changes, it'll be standard. It'll be like roll, or if you're just standing still, it'll be like put away. But if you have any action, you will press the A button and it will do it for you. For example, you can do check. Once we get our sword and shield, you'll be able to put it away. Navi will, for some reason, will go in and out. I guess she's our equipped item right now, so we can put her away, which we'll want to do as much as possible. And that sign here was telling us about Z targeting, using it to our advantage. If we turn towards a wall and there's a corridor, we'll be able to see down that wall, so we'll know when there is a stone coming and when there's not. For example, here. So, We're gonna go ahead and pick up rupees. I forgot to explain what rupees are. Rupees are the form of currency in this game. A green rupee is worth 1 rupee, a blue rupee is worth 5, red rupee is worth 20, and those are pretty much the most common ones. After that, I'll put an on-screen annotation here, or graphic. After that, they become sort of arbitrary. You only get the larger rupees, you know, 100, 500, in certain cases. So that's about it. But if we open this chest here, we go ahead and get the Kokiri sword! So on the equipment subscreen, we have to select it and equip it. Otherwise, we won't be able to use it at all. Be sure to practice with it. Alright, so we go ahead and hit start, and we'll have our different sub-menus. We'll have 4 different ones. We have the map, we have our quest status, which will become important later. That'll have our various things we'll need to do for this game. We have our equipment, which is where we'll be equipping our swords and shields and tunics and boots. And our item screen, which we have none now, but we'll be getting some soon. Alright, so now that we've got this equipped, it's very simple to use. You just hack away with B and he'll just attack. He'll do different attacks when you target something. But that's about it. And the only other move we have right now is if we hold down B, we'll charge up a spin attack and we can spin. Alternatively, we can just rotate the control stick and it'll spin for us. Alright, so I'm gonna try and avoid this boulder. It's very hard for me. Whenever I come in here, it's very difficult for me to not get hit by this thing. So I did it this time. I swear, this is the second time I've recorded this video, and the first time I got hit like 3 times. It's ridiculous. Alright, so now that we have our sword, we're going to be able to hack away at some patches of grass, and get rupees. Rupees are very common at this stage. Rupees will be very common throughout this entire game. Many times you'll find yourself having maximum rupees. And a small, little aside here. If you look at this fairy, not Navi. If you look at this fairy, you see it's got like a sort of off-white color. The only fairies that stay the same color are Navi and the recovery fairies later. So if you enter in a building and then exit, you exit. See, now he's got a green fairy. So that's just sort of something that you don't usually, know every day. That the fairies do change for each person. So I'm not sure if it's like that in Ocarina of Time 3D because I have not played that game. Well, I don't know if it's so obvious to you guys as it is to me. But yes, and this is Mito's house, the boss of the Kokiri. So we are stealing his money and his heart. Take that, Davy Jones. All right, let's go ahead and leave. So we need 40, and we're already at 32, so it shouldn't be too hard to get 40. If you run through grass, you'll be able to pick up rupees, and there is a blue rupee over here, which is worth 5 once again. All right, let's go ahead and pick up that blue rupee because it'll be nice to have some extra rupees as soon as we we'll purchase the Deku Shield, and it'll still be nice to have some rupees left over. So if we go over here, I always seem to fall over here, so let me Z-target. Alright, and head over here. Oh, there you are. It's a good thing you disappear. Let's see what you say. You came all the way up here? You're a real man! Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with the see up button so you can look around the forest with the something. Yeah, a bit of a breaking the fourth wall, but towards the basics you sort of need to know that. So now that we've got 45 rupees, I don't know why I'm walking over to Mito yet because we don't have the Deku Shield. Let's go ahead and head over here. All right, what's up, buddy? You can't even see over the counter. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and buy the Deku Shield. Da-na-na-na. All right. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z-targeting, you'll be able to move around while defending. I would not like to buy anything else. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip it. There we go, there's a Deku Shield. It's got the sign of the Deku on it. Or, it's got the sign of the Kokiri, I'm sorry. That's the Kokiri emblem on it. Alright, so let's go. So just a sort of a a demonstration of the shield. You just press R and you'll be able to defend. If you Z target, you'll be able to move around. And you'll be able to defend also while you have your sword out. So you'll be able to defend and then all of a sudden attack. So that's nice. That'll be good for battle sequences. Alright, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Now that I have my sword and shield out, let me by. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. In case you don't know, Saria was the friend that greeted us outside of our home. So, let's go ahead and visit the Great Deku Tree. Be prepared to turn this corner as we will encounter our first enemy, the Deku Baba. Though it looks withered, it will hurt you if you touch it. There will be two different kinds. Right now we've only got one kind that will produce a Deku Stick when we defeat it. The Deku Stick is ironically stronger than the Kokiri Sword. The only downside is you can only use it once to attack an enemy before it breaks. So you have to use them sparingly. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the Fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, you see up to listen well to her words of wisdom. So, having received our orders from the Deku Tree to help stop the curse inside of him, I think we're going to end this episode off. So thank you all for watching this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And in the next part, we'll be taking on our first dungeon inside the Great Deku Tree. I hope you have a great day.